Welcome to This Is the Day, Friday edition with me, Bo Chansey, and my main man,
Drew Crisp.
You said that so well.
Oh man, it was
you
like
enunciated clearly.
Yes, it's please say your full name at the sound of the beep. Drew Crisp. I heard Jeff Risp. How? How did you hear anything other than what I just said? You ever get that?
I've never said my name was Drew Crisp.
Oh,
but,
right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I mean, maybe some version of that. It's not that I don't want to be you.
Right. I heard Texas is awesome. I didn't say that, lady. I didn't say that.
But it's true.
It's true.
It is
It's
true.
true.
It
You
is
don't want
true.
to be me.
No, but I like being near you. It makes me happy.
I like being near you.
For a period of time.
For a very small period of time.
I did not put a duration
Oh,
on
okay,
it. I
okay.
simply said for a period of time.
Yeah.
With a break.
With a break.
And then back again.
I keep trying to figure out how am I going to ask Bo to hang out outside of the show. You
Like
know?
socially?
Socially.
Oh.
I've been trying to figure out what's the play. How do I
Why don't you ask around?
ask around? Yeah, no one.
Find somebody who's been successful in that endeavor and let me know.
How'd you do it? Yeah, that's good.
Bribery.
Bribery.
Yeah, but I know how much you make, so it's not likely.
Right. It's not going to be the level that I need. Bo, I'm going to have Snickers,
No.
and I'm going to have juice.
No.
No.
No. Neither of which I'm interested in.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes, but for a period, once a day.
We're in.
Yep.
We're
love
in.
it. Love it. And we're so glad that you would be virtually near us right now, so
Right.
we could do this day together.
That's it.
This is the day.
This is the Friday.
Let's do it.
That's it.
For why day?
Friday.
Why day?
Day to fry some things. Get out the fryer, put in your sneakers, fry up some sneakers.
What's a fryer? Like
Oh, like
a monk?
Yeah, I think some level.
What's a
of,
monk?
Yep.
No, you don't know?
You're out of my jurisdiction.
Friar
Yeah,
Tuck?
Friar Tuck is my point of reference. The robes were brown, correct?
In Robin Hood? Is that
Yeah.
what we're talking about? Yeah, I believe
Does
so.
that mean anything? The color of the robe?
What was Little John?
Little John. Yep.
Was he one of those guys? What was he?
He was not a friar.
He was not a friar.
Yeah, I think the whole.
See, because I liked him. He was like,
Oh, and he was the
Tough.
one. Yeah, he's the one that could fight real well. And he was Robin Hood's.
he's heavy.
He's heavy. Yeah. Because Robin Hood got into some things, you know. He got
into some scraps.
in some scraps.
Yeah.
Got in some trouble
A
there.
little trouble with the law.
Robbing from the rich to give to the poor, you know. Bernie Sanders style.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are we talking
I
about?
don't know, but I felt the burn. It
I
was
felt
weird.
the burn.
It was weird. You crossed into a realm that This Is the Day has not done.
We don't.
Yeah.
No. And that's just that was an opportunity for humor, levity. I don't mean any personal attack by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, towards me?
Anyone.
I felt none. Oh,
Anyone.
okay. Just
Anyone.
in general.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. Well, welcome to This Is the Day.
Absolutely.
Welcome. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to all of you. If you're watching on demand, which of course you can do.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch live. You can watch on demand any point during the day. So if it's like afternoon, good afternoon.
Right.
If it's evening,
Right.
good evening.
Maybe we should change it to a good day. Good day, mate.
What if they're watching at night?
Well, but I mean, if this
Good night.
Day. Okay, night. Good night.
But this is the day.
All right.
That's true. This
Yep.
is the day. Good day.
If you're watching this at 2 a.m., go to bed.
It's better than an infomercial.
Yeah, I guess so.
And maybe it helps with insomnia. I don't know.
Yep.
But one way or another, share the show.
Share it.
It's a great thing to do.
It is.
Share the show. We want to encourage, inspire, laugh a little bit, have some fun, and really make the most of this day. This day that the Lord has given us. It may not be the day you wanted or the day you would have drawn up, but it's the day you got.
Yeah.
And so God's got great stuff for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're still doing the hot air balloon, where we're going to take all the people that have shared the show. We're going to be getting into a tiny basket, and we're going to be ballooning up into the air. We're still doing that, right? So if you shared the show, you're going to be joining us on our hot air balloon ride. That's happening. Did that get okayed? Or
Yeah, it's in the budget.
Okay.
I think it was approved for February 29th.
Okay. Yeah, February 29th. So put it on your calendars.
I don't
Sorry.
I don't know what he's talking about.
All right. Share the show, please.
Yes, please do. So, Drew, Friday edition here.
That's right. That's right.
And, you know, it's summertime.
Yep.
And summer's on.
Summer's out.
It's on. It is on.
It's on.
And it may not be like exactly how you thought it would be, but that's okay.
Right.
Right. You just got to pivot, make a change, adjust, adapt.
Pivot.
Yeah. And summer's still on. And so This Is the Day family.
Yeah.
We're embracing that summer is on. So we've asked you to please help us demonstrate how summer is still on. You know, it's not about the things you can't do. It's not about the plans that got canceled. It's not about where you can't go, but what can we do?
For sure.
Yeah, so summer is on. So we're asking everyone, please send in videos, pictures to thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com. You can email that to us at thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com. And we want to highlight that on the show.
That's right.
So summer is on. So we do have somebody who has sent us something.
We do.
This is Alicia Sell.
Alicia Sell.
And summer is on.
That's right.
And look at that. That's the Nubble Lighthouse, I believe. There's a restaurant there called Fox's, I think, because the first time I ever came to New Hampshire, the Sumstress and we came, it was on my birthday.
Okay.
So July 10th, I was at that lighthouse.
Okay.
We were up here interviewing 2010, so 10 years ago. We were interviewing, and for my birthday, we went over there to the lighthouse, and we went to Fox's and got a lobster roll, and I got a mug, and it says, "A nibble on the nubble."
A nibble on
It's a great mug.
the nubble. Yes, it is.
It's got a little fox on it.
Yeah.
And we weren't sure if we'd ever be back.
Right, right. So yeah, one and done, maybe.
Yeah, like 2 weeks after that, we came back with the kids. We found a place to live, and 2 weeks after that, we lived here.
Okay.
Yep.
Look at that.
And we've never been back to that lighthouse. That's not true. We took the kids.
Yeah.
We did take the kids once.
That's right.
But we did not take them for lobster rolls.
Okay.
Too expensive.
I get it. I get it. Our family, we fourth those.
Yeah.
Just one lobster roll. But Alicia and Jim were at the Nubble Lighthouse celebrating, let me make sure I get this absolutely correct, their 35th wedding anniversary.
Yes.
35th wedding anniversary.
35 years. Way to go.
Yeah, so that's why
awesome.
they were there. That's amazing. So that's Alicia Sell and her husband, Jim.
So I love the lighthouse. That's a cool place to do that because, you know, that kind of longevity in marriage and, you know, love, that's like a lighthouse, you know, a beacon of hope for other people. So it's worth celebrating, and it's good to share that.
That is really
Good
good.
to share something like that. Love that. All right, what else you got from her?
Okay, and then also Alicia sent in her This Is the Day mug shot.
Oh.
This is the Day mug shot. So this is her with her her mug that she won from sharing the show. She's now part of the Show Share Society.
Yeah.
Alicia is now part of the Show Share Society. And yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing thing. So, Drew, I don't know how much you understand or know about time theory and, like, say, string theory and things of that nature. But
Everything.
Before the mug, before she had a This Is the Day mug and drank out of the mug, she was not married, you know, in that string of time.
Okay,
you know,
that's
in that,
right.
in that continuum.
Okay.
She drank out of the This Is the Day mug and then moved into this one. 35 years of
35
marriage.
years, and it's
total.
just,
yeah, I mean, like.
Yeah. That's incredible. I cannot believe that.
It's really kind of hard to fathom, but
Yeah. If you would have seen Alicia before she drank out of the mug, it was very lonely.
Well, before is not really like.
Okay, I understand. Well, it's the same continuum.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't fully understand it, but I do know that she played Scrabble alone almost nightly, and watched every episode of Matlock.
A lot of cats.
A lot of cats.
A lot of cats. Murder, She Wrote on VHS.
On VHS only.
Only, 'cause that's how it was intended.
That's how Angela wants it. That's how I'm doing it. Yep. Yep.
Congratulations.
But now she's up at the Nubble, having a good time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Got that mug.
Thanks, Alicia. Yep.
And you too cannot get one of these.
Oh, man.
Because it's over. Gave them all away.
Gave them all away?
Gave them all away. But still good to share the show.
It is still good.
Yeah, your life can still change.
Yep.
Certainly bless somebody else's life.
Absolutely.
And summer is on.
It's on.
So with that in mind, Drew, Chris,
Yeah.
got any big to-doings for the weekend?
All kinds of to-doings. All kinds of to-doings. So Caliente is from Central New York originally. Okay, born and raised upstate New York, and a lot of her family, extended family, are still kind of up in that area. And her dad has a lot of siblings, and those siblings like to hang out. And they're hanging out down close to us somewhere, I don't know exactly. We're gonna go spend the day hanging out with them at some campground.
So you're gonna see some.
We're gonna see some extended family. Yeah,
at a campground.
at a campground. Loved this bunch, rowdy bunch. Saw them at a wedding last year. It was a great time. So I only anticipate a lot of fun happening.
How is their rowdiness expressed? Singing, dancing,
All
laughing,
the above. All the
practical
above.
jokes?
Depends
What do you
on
got?
what circle you're in.
Oh, there's different circles?
Different circles, like, and they all kind of.
I was gonna say, can you move?
Oh, they
between
move, and oh
circles?
yeah. But there'll be a guitar brought out. There'll be some kind of challenge. Jacob will bring some kind of challenge, and so I'm sure if there's water involved, he's got something that we all have to do.
But like, what kind of give it like example of a challenge?
Okay, so he'll be like, I'm just only anticipating, like, if there's a frisbee, like, how far can we throw the frisbee out into the water? And then, like, okay, it's not only now how far, but how far can how fast can you swim, get it, and get it back to the shore?
All right.
A lot of very active bunch, so
That's fun.
it's good. Be good.
Oh, yeah, it'll be neat.
And the boys love them, man. The boys have a good time, and it's good. A lot of her cousins. Kaylee's the oldest of, man, I don't even want to put a number to it, 20-something cousins.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. And they used to do these things called Camp Fallen Oaks, where they would go out to this camp as cousins, and Kaylee was like a counselor, and her Aunt Donna would kind of put all these activities together, so they're real close, and it's all good, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I
So-
bet we hear some cool stories come
Hopefully.
Monday.
That's right. And then there's a new friendship breeding, Caliente with someone. I think we're gonna meet this family, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. I haven't really been involved. But
Oh, they haven't really met you yet?
No.
Ooh.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see how
I'm
that
sure
goes.
it'll be great. It'll be nothing to worry about there.
There is a bit of like an interview process, right, with friends, you know? It's like, yeah, come over for dinner, and there's a little feeling it out. Are we vibing? Is this, yeah.
Half of this equation's working out pretty well.
So is he always around? Is he a permanent part of the family? Is this?
It is funny. Does he work a lot? Like, travel?
Yeah, he's very distant. It's fine. It's fine.
That's the thing with couple friends. Like, half doesn't work, 3/4 doesn't work. You gotta get it's gotta be a whole.
Yeah. So that's it. And then we've got services on Sunday,
Absolutely.
which I'm super jazzed about. Last night, services kicked off. It was amazing. We're in this series, Oh My God.
Oh my God, my
And-
shepherd.
Yep.
He is my shepherd. Love it. I'm excited about it. I think people are going to be really encouraged and moved, to think and make some decisions and really process and who is my shepherd?
Yep.
Because I mean, man, there's all kinds of shepherds and things that lead us. When we think about what motivates me, what drives me, what influences my decisions the most, what do I talk about the most? Those you ask those questions, you start really wrestling through that. Then you really start to understand. Okay, well, who is my shepherd?
Wow.
Yeah, and there are a lot of wrong shepherds. If you
Yeah.
got the wrong shepherd, you're going to go down the wrong path, which
Yeah.
leads to a wasted life. But man, if oh my God, he is my shepherd, and I'm following him, and he's what influences me, he's what motivates me, he's what drives me. He's the one that's leading me. He's who I talk about, the most.
Yeah. So please, if you missed it last night, join us for services on Sunday, mcconline.com. This is a great message, a great series. So
Yeah,
please.
it'll be fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Excited
Bo,
about
what do you got going this weekend?
Nah, I'm talking about it.
No one talk about it.
I don't. Are there plans? I mean, really,
Yeah.
I've given up on the
Plans.
on the plans a little bit. I do. I'm sure I'll play some golf. And hopefully with the boy Ace. To me, I'll share this. It's really, really special to me that I love my kids. I will tell you, there's nothing in this world that I love more than being a dad. I love it. I love, of course, getting to be a dad with the Sumstress as parents together. But I love my kids. I love spending time with them, and I got a 15-year-old boy who's still willing to hang out with me.
It's a win.
Yeah, that's a win. So probably will do that. I was a little concerned. He participated in a tournament this week, and he ended up losing. And I was like, maybe he's going to want to take a break from golf. Maybe he's not interested. It was a lot of golf, a lot of playing in just a short period of time. And he came home and he was tired, and I was a little worried about it. And he let me know that he wasn't playing anymore. He was taking a break until the next day.
I'm not playing midnight rounds.
He had a tea time the next day with his buddies. And I was like, all right, so you're feeling good. He's like, yeah, I need your credit card because I'm signing up for another tournament. And I'm like, all right on. So he's in. So we'll probably hang out, do that, spend some time with the fam.
Yeah.
Love it. Love our church too, our church family, and getting to worship together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you a couple options of when we can hang too, and we'll see how that goes. You know.
Yeah.
We'll try to set up a time for you and I to hang out.
Why don't you go ahead and email those right over to me.
So this is the day at ManchesterMission.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So look, man, I don't really like talking about what I did or what I'm going to do, but I do really like talking about Scripture.
Yep.
So, we've got the verse of the day, but Fridays we change it up a little bit. We've got the proverb of the day. So there's 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs, so a chapter for every day of the month. And today is in Proverbs 17. So just one verse from Proverbs 17. Proverbs 17, verse 17 says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. All right, it's good stuff. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. It's such a cool, such great, it's wisdom, just these wisdom sayings, these wise sayings. And to realize that, a friend loves at all times. So you got that phrase, like, he or she is a fair weather friend. Never heard that before?
I've heard it before.
Yeah, when things are going good and everything's, copacetic, then I'll be your friend. But, not when there's an issue or a problem or, And I think a lot of that is like, we create these like social contracts where I'll invest, it's even the terminology we use, I'll invest in this friendship as long as there's a return on my investment. And as long as that return is, feels like it's worthy of my investment in you, then we'll continue to be friends. But if that isn't there, then I'm out.
Okay.
And it's such a distorted, perverted way of thinking about friendship. So like with my kids, I'm always like, okay, you want to think about, who you're spending time with and who you're friends with, and are they the type of people who are there, and are present? And are you that type of person? Are you that type of friend?
Yeah.
And a brother is born for a time of adversity. Yeah.
So even like in that adversity, if there doesn't seem to be a return on investment, that person can't make good on the investment that you put in, are you still going to go, okay, yeah, then I wasn't here for that. I'm here for you, and now moving past in a social, in our social contract from a friend to a brother, which is almost a deeper relationship, it feels like.
Yeah, and when you think family, you definitely move outside of, these 50-50 ideals, which is always, it's just silly, like, I'm going to meet you halfway, it's 50-50, and that's not how relationships work, Sometimes you may be able to go a little bit further, and sometimes maybe you don't have the resources, the energy, the bandwidth, the emotional maturity, or whatever to do that, so the other person can come more. And so that's give and take in any relationship. But I think when we don't really embrace this wisdom that says, okay, because we can look at it and go, okay, well, who's really my friend and who's really my brother? I mean, that would be a common way of looking at this proverb, but I'm sitting here going, okay, who am I a friend to?
Yeah.
And who am I a brother for? And I think that's a good thing to wrestle with today.
Yeah. In this season, for sure, because adversity is definitely before us.
It's
there's
here.
a lot of
it's here. It's
difficult
on the
times.
rise. Yeah. So
that's great.
Be a brother, be family in these times of adversity, and be a friend that loves at all times. Yep.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
There you go, my man.
Proverbs.
All right. So I've got this closet calendar.
That's right.
Yeah. Once a day I go in there and I pull a page, I bring it in and share it with you. I feel like you're going to resonate with today's closet calendar page. I really do. Let's check this out together.
Yep.
It says, if you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. So Katharine Hepburn.
Katharine
quote.
Hepburn.
Katharine Hepburn. How do you feel about that? If you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun.
I absolutely agree. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's, again, I am pro rules too, I think that there is freedom in that, if there weren't any rules of stoplights, it'd be chaos out on the roads, So I think they're in place, they're guardrails, but then obviously you gotta take a right off the road sometimes. You gotta take those, you gotta take those highway paths that haven't been paved before, and see what's out there on the other side, so.
I think in all these things, there's seriously, like an element of critical thinking involved and being able to process and make choices. We're always doing that. By nature, I'm a rule follower, so that surprises some people sometimes. But I am. I don't like unnecessary drama.
Fair enough.
Like I have enough of it in my life. So if there's like an expectation and I'm able to meet that expectation, then okay, I just don't need to make any more waves. Something about my face alone, I think, just is enough to disrupt things. So, yeah, I'm down with that. And I get the quote too. That color outside the lines kind of mentality, which I'm down with all that.
Yeah, Katharine Hepburn. You a big Katharine Hepburn fan?
Man, I can't think of much with Kat. It was like
Breakfast at Tiffany's, right? Is that her? Like,
I've never.
No. Eric's saying no. I don't know.
No. I don't know, but I like that song. I've not watched the movie.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, she said, I think I'm better. Ariana, what's your favorite Katharine Hepburn movie? All of them. She loves all of them.
Yes. I thought she was going to make something up like Oliver.
Oliver.
She was magnificent in Oliver. Was totally denied the Academy Award for her portrayal of Mary Beth in Oliver. But the performance that she delivered, as a one-armed, one-legged female, I don't even know how she pulled that off.
Hadn't been represented.
I know. Well, we've talked about it before, Ariana. Your love for her is Mary Beth and
because I honestly thought her Miss Hannigan and Annie was phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I know it wasn't her.
Carol Burnett?
Carol Burnett. Yeah, that's who that was.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I don't know. Oh, thanks, calendar.
Thank you, calendar. Yes.
Yeah.
You miss all the fun if you bail.
Appreciate that. However, I'm going to get a little preachy real fast.
Preach.
I don't need to. I want to. I'm compelled. Listen. So God's rules.
Okay, now.
All right.
Okay, now.
His commands are for you, not against you. His commands lead into abundant life and like fun that is good and is right and is real fun. Without the all the painful consequences and the drama and the damage.
Yeah, I 100%, man.
Yeah, because we could take that mentality a little bit because we're rebels. It's kind of the American ethos, right?
James Dean.
Yeah, we're rebels without a cause. And, we're all the way through this brief experiment we call the United States. We're like. It's kind of ingrained. I mean, New Hampshire, live free or die. Don't tell me what to do. And so you can struggle with that. You have this kind of old self and way of looking at the world. Your worldview, and then a relationship with Jesus and the indwelling of His Holy Spirit, and going, okay, yielding, submitting, surrendering, and obeying. I mean, that's.
You are exactly right.
Yeah, it's really
like,
tough.
If it is for freedom that Christ has set us free, what are you going to do with that freedom?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, like, what are you actually, and what do you truly mean when you say free? Live free or die? Like, it seems like you're just as chained as anybody else.
And really, the only way to live free is to die to self.
To die to self and
follow Jesus.
Take up the cross.
Be a slave to Christ.
Yes, that's it.
It's such a.
That's the paradox.
The language, in the New Testament is really rich in that. We have this freedom, but we're slaves. And so, like, even as we think about, like, our rights, it can be like this whole thought, like, can you lose your salvation? I don't know if you ever had one of those conversations. Somebody's like, well, yes, you can lose your salvation. Somebody's like, no, they're not like car keys. What are you talking about? Once saved, always saved versus,
If you lost it, did you ever have it?
Yeah, and all these little things that people say, listen, we are saved by God's grace. And he initiates salvation. He is the maintainer of salvation. Salvation is this free gift of God, but it's this identity that we then live out in him. Now, you can't lose. I don't think you can lose it. It's not like you misplace it, because you throw it away, because you reject it, say, God, I want no part of you. Okay, so there's a relational dynamic. But then you take it another layer in there, and you're going, okay, well, wait a minute. When I said yes to Jesus and his lordship, well, then I laid down all my rights. I died to self. I accepted his substitutionary death on the cross, and I'm in on that. So it's kind of cool. Like, for me, what that does is just say, God, he, even in our rebellious nature and in this struggle in life of processing all that and following him, he's sovereign, and he's the one that has it. And so I just want to press more into that, and I want other people to as well.
Yes. Even as much as I am for that statement, I am also for authority that has been in place in it, because without that, you really have no discipline in your life, and you'll end up in all different types of corners that you don't need to be in. Like, authority is a good thing when it is from a good Father, a good God,
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're navigating, and it's a messed up, broken world. And, so.
Yep. I agree.
Cool. All right, so then in our kitchen, we got another calendar on the fridge, and it gives us a national day to celebrate. And so today is an interesting one. Today is National Tattoo Day.
National Tattoo Day. Okay.
Yeah, you have any tats?
Well, I've got some temporary tats, Bo, that I put on. These are fish that I got. I do not have any permanent tattoos, just the temporary ones.
So those will wear off?
These will wear off, probably today, actually. Actually, they'll come right off.
Oh,
that one will come with some hair.
Oh,
that
good.
hurts.
That's fun.
So
you got like a whole school of
I got
fish.
a whole school of fish, and I just like to make them swim. Yeah.
Let's see that. Make them
I just like to make them swim.
A quick follow-up question on your school of fish tattoos. What's the name of their school?
The name of the fish school? It is Swim Swimmers Academy. Swim Swimmers Academy.
The SSS?
The SSA. SSSA.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for some? Yeah.
And I'm sorry, who was their instructor?
It's actually this guy right here.
What's his name?
Purple Green.
Purple Green.
Yep, Purple Green. They're all named for their colors. Yeah. Or descriptors about them, like it's big lips, green guy. Yeah.
So
temporary.
and why did you choose the fish temporary tattoos?
Well, I went up into our children's ministry closet, and this is what I found. And so that's why I chose these.
Not a lot of thought.
Well, here's the deal. I can't commit. I have thought about this a couple different times. Like, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm getting Hug Life, on my stomach. I thought about that for a long time.
Hug Life?
I almost got Hug Life. Thug Life. Okay,
yeah, I got it.
Tupac. So there's been a couple moments I've never been able to commit, Bo. But you have.
I do. I have a tattoo.
You have a tattoo.
I have one.
Yeah.
Interesting. I will say this. I have been denied tattoos at least 3 times.
Who denied? Wait, like the person doing it?
Yep. They wouldn't. They're like, they looked at me and said, no.
You're not ready for this?
I'm like, what do you mean, no? And they're like, it's something of
okay.
They're like, no.
Okay.
Very interesting. Yeah.
That is interesting. Because
turned away. Like I'm like, I have money. I will pay you.
I want that Betty Boop on my arm. Like, just I'm paying you, put it on there. But they said no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, looking out for me a little bit there, maybe. But this one I did get. So I have the, you can see that, the Pray for One logo there. I've had that, I think it's been like almost 15 years.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So it's a reminder to me to pray for one. God, please give me one person to share your love with. Kind of cool experience. There was the guy who created this logo. His name is Barrett Hemmings. Great artist. I hate to even label. I mean, artist I think would be a great way to, because he's a musical songwriter, graphic arts, all kinds of art, very creative, beautiful soul. He was getting married to his wife, Allison, and I was involved in the wedding, but he was our worship guy in our church plant. And so he had made the logo to go with Pray for One in what we were doing. And so for his wedding gift, the night before their wedding, he and I went and got the same tattoo.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting, explaining that whole dynamic, that we're getting matching tattoos.
Yeah.
No, it's for his wedding. Oh, you guys are getting married. No, it's for his wedding.
Okay, just give me the tattoo, please.
Yeah. It was interesting. But I had a cool, like even being there, it was the first time that they agreed to like do a tattoo, and we're in this place. And so the guy, he was had a little bit of an attitude when he sat down to do it, because a lot of tattoo artists are artists. I mean, they're good ones. They're artists, and they like to create, and it's a creative process where it's not like, give me Betty Boop, it's more like, what are you looking for? What are you wanting to do? And you have the conversation, and then they create something, and then you say, no, I'm thinking more of the, and so it's very collaborative in that sense. And I was like, no, I want this, I want these hard lines, and nothing else. So he's like, all right, I'll do it for, whatever. And we're sitting down to do it, and I was like, he goes, so what is this? And I told him, and he kind of was like, whatever. And he's like, why? And I said, well, this is something I'm praying every day, and it'll be a reminder to me every time I look at it, that, oh, God, please give me one person to share your love with. And he goes, all right, that's kind of cool. And I said, so like, what do you know about God? And he looks up at me, and he's like it's a trap, a trick. And he goes, why are you asking me that? And I said, well, I'm assuming that a lot of your life experiences will have been different than mine. And I mean, you were going to be here for a little bit. I'd love to know like what you know. And so anyway, he started talking, and I was just asking questions and listening, and it was really cool. Like we had a really cool experience. And so anyway, through that long story, maybe short story, very long now. I got into a pattern of, if I see a tattoo and I wonder anything about it, I'll ask people, and most people are happy beyond, they're happy to share, like if you're really interested.
Yeah.
What that's about.
That's great.
Yeah, and because I'm not real outgoing, and not real good at social interactions, but to have a conversation starter to say, hey, I saw your tattoo. What was that about, or why is that important to you?
Yeah. I watched Betty Boop as a kid, and I like Betty Boop. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know. Tasmanian Devil is crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah.
Tell you a lot.
I'm telling you, I can't commit to the one.
You probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't commit. But, all right, so as we, pray for one. God, please give me one person to share your love with. We are sharing the love.
We are.
Yeah, MCC, we love to share the love. So there's always all kinds of ways. You can share God's love with a kind word, reaching out to somebody, being a servant. But as a church, we like to combine our efforts as a local church.
It's true.
And then share God's love together, communally as well as individually. So we have a Share the Love opportunity. Tell us about it.
We do. Coming up this Sunday. You can drop off items at any one of our campuses, 3 campuses, one in Bedford, one in Manchester, and one in Concord. This Sunday, July 19th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the items are shampoo, towels, arts and crafts, and snacks. These items will go to benefit Straight Ahead Ministries, specifically to benefit the Webster House. And the Webster House serves New Hampshire youths who are unable to live at home for a period of time. And so if you come and drop off those items, that's where those will go. July 19th, this Sunday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at any one of the 3 campuses here at MCC. Please share the love, bring some items.
Yeah. Yep. Driving by Concord, Manchester, or Bedford.
Yep.
We'll take them out of your car and then watch service online.
That's right.
Participate with us that way.
Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
That's right.
And we do something every day of the week. We got that Monday.
It's Motivation Monday.
Motivation Monday, and then on
we do Tippy Tuesday.
Tipsy Tuesday.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. We share Tuesday's tips.
Tuesday's tips. Then there's the
Wonder, Wednesday Wonder.
Wonderwall.
Wonder,
Oasis.
you're my Wonder
What?
Wednesday.
What? Wednesday.
Wednesday Wonder.
Wednesday Wonder.
Then we throw out our back on Thursdays. Ow.
On my back.
On my back.
On my back.
Gonna need a backy out of me. Yeah, we know we. Eric. Got it. Oh, look at that behind the back. We throw back Thursday.
So it's Friday.
Friday.
All right. So
Yep.
Friday we like to keep it freaky.
Yeah.
It's Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
And somehow or the other I got charged with bringing the freak. I don't I don't know. But that's been my job. And I heard something really freaky this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that really kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
And you're the one that told it to me.
That's right.
So listen, everyone, when Drew Crisp discovers something that he finds freaky, I'm gonna yield to the freakiest man I know.
Okay.
And I would like for you to share a little Freaky Friday with us.
Yep. The family's heading to a splash pad that we were denied entry into.
Yes.
But on the way, we found or saw just this random, I don't even know what to call it. I've got video evidence of what happened. And so again, it's a little raw footage because we weren't expecting this. I don't think anybody could be expecting what we saw. So a little.
Something on a fence.
It's something on a fence. It's what I would call maybe a torso.
No legs.
No legs, just the upper half. Arms have been removed and has been placed on a fence.
Okay. That's freaky.
I
So you got video of it?
got video.
Like you do.
Just watch this. Kaylee, what's going on the fence over there?
I don't know.
Whoa.
That girl got caught off.
I feel like he's looking at me though.
He's definitely looking at you.
He's dead. Hey, body out there!
Oh, gosh.
Did you get cut off your head
gotta go.
or your body?
Oh, my goodness.
Just move, okay?
Here,
Drew, what are you doing?
take the camera. What is going on with that?
No!
He's still watching us.
Whoa. Whoa. Is exactly right. What? Yeah, so we're just driving and that was on someone's fence. I don't know the story. I don't know if anybody knows. If you know the story, I would love to know, is it the modern scarecrow? Is that what we're doing now to scare birds from our homes? Is this keeping out the fisher cats and raccoons? Why? Why does that person have that on the fence? I am of the ilk that I create busts of people.
I was gonna
and
say,
you know, I mean, I understand. But this is a
there feels to be a smidge of hypocrisy here.
I know it.
At least that was a torso.
What if
You just made a paper mache head of me.
But I didn't take the head, put it on a spike like Nero, and put it in my garden, you know? Like, what is going on here?
Not yet, you haven't.
Yet.
Not yet. You don't know how that progressed to that place.
I don't know, man. And then Callaway, he's bold. He's like, hey, buddy! Like, trying to yell at the thing.
I heard.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
That's
freaky to
pretty
me.
freaky.
Freaky to me.
Pretty. I said, yeah, man. There's people do some freaky stuff in their yard.
They do.
Around here, like.
Because I'm like, it's not even Halloween.
This
It's Halloween time. It's like you almost can't drive because it's too creepy.
There's some freaky stuff that
Yeah.
goes on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with all that. Pretty freaky. All right, Freaky Friday. So if you know the story on that, send us a message.
I'd love
This
to
is
know.
the day. Yeah. Maybe make it your mission. You know, summer's on.
Summer's on.
Yeah, a little investigative journalism.
Let's find out. Mark,
in the field.
Mark, let's get on this, please.
Mark Hayward. Yeah.
Union leader.
And need a little expose.
Exposing. That needs to go in new NH weekend. You know.
Yes. Torso on the fence.
Torso. On the fence?
On
Question mark?
yeah.
Question mark?
Torso on the fence.
On the fence?
Yeah. What's your response?
What's your response?
Yay or nay? Is this allowed?
Are we okay
You
with
can't
this?
be on the fence with the torso. It's either yes or no. Come
Yep.
on, you're freaking people out.
Yep. So that's some freaky news.
Yeah,
But we got some good news.
we do.
We got some good news.
Yeah.
And I actually had seen this as I was on social media one night on Facebook and was honestly, personally, really encouraged by it. Tina Preston.
Yep.
This is we're going to show a post from her. she had said, I'll just kind of read the quote. So I had surgery today. I had to go to Lebanon, Dartmouth, Hitchcock. So far, so good. Home in bed, but the coolest thing was coming home to this package with my This Is the Day mug. Love my church and its heart for people. And I was just super encouraged, reading the comments there of like, we're praying for recovery, praying it's quick. Rejoicing in that the surgery was successful, and good, and everything, that you're home and able to rest. And so, yeah, Tina, we're still praying for you.
Absolutely.
And, praying that, that you are encouraged by the MCC family.
Yeah, I love that you would share that
Yeah.
and post that. You got your mug, and that's just, it was cool. It was encouraging to me, to see that, somebody was encouraged by that.
Yep.
So that's very cool. That's good news.
Yeah.
All right, so another This Is the Day.
Yeah.
Part of the This Is the Day family of viewers, contributors. So we want you to contribute. Remember, you can send good things in to This Is the Day at manchesterchristian.com, and we want to celebrate that. But we had our very own Tim Lord, faithful watcher.
Very creative, Tim Lord.
Very creative, great comments.
Yep.
Just makes great comments.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Tim, for all of that. But he chose to create a little something for us.
He did.
And I think you're going to love this. So, little family circus that Tim
Family
sent.
circus.
Okay, why don't you, since you always break down the family circus, why
Yeah.
don't you go
Okay.
ahead
So
and
it looks like the son is upset. Doesn't go to mom to be comforted because she's rarely ever around. Goes to sister, and mom pops her head in because she's finally going to check on the kids. Everything okay? And sister responds, as she always does, yes, he just found out that it's not an article. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
well played, Tim Lord.
Well played, Tim Lord.
Well played.
Oh, that is so good.
So good.
I honestly think, I don't know where the Keene family is right now, but if they want to pass off the publication, I think Tim, you and I, and Bo, we could take it over. I think we could.
I think you and Tim.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. He wrote himself out quick. I think we could take over the family circus and move it forward.
Yeah, it's still not an article.
Not an article.
No.
I think it's really profound. And everything profound to me is an article.
Everything. All right.
All right.
Speaking of profound,
Absolutely.
it's time for a little Every Day with Jesus.
Day.
Our daily devotions in 140 characters or less. And so today's thought says, you are responsible for what you know. Whatever you have learned about Jesus, you need to pass on to others. And then our scripture is 1 John chapter 1, verse 3. It says, we proclaim to you what we have seen and heard, so that you may have fellowship with us. And our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. I like thinking about that, like how we're responsible for what we know. And if you have a relational knowledge of Jesus, we're responsible to share that relationship with others. And I know sometimes it's easy to kind of get psyched out about what we don't know. Like, it's all kinds of things I don't know. But you don't have to worry about that. Share what you do know, and then listen to what other people know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you asked, and I think that when you asked that guy giving you the tattoo, he probably expected, okay, here's the bait and switch.
Right, like I was setting him up.
Here's a Christian that's going to bait and switch me and be able to, he's only asking this because he wants to share. But when you ask genuinely and honestly, tell me what you know, tell me your experiences.
It's amazing the amount of common ground there is too in the human condition. People from all walks of life and everything else. And really what's interesting about that is the emotion's always the same. So regardless of where you live and what time period and male or female, rich, poor, no matter what your background is, the emotions, and that's what our God is. Emotion. He's an emotional God. We are created in his image with emotions. So if we can hear one another's stories and find the commonality in the emotion, then we have common ground to then share our experiences and what we know to be true.
What we've seen and heard. I like that from 1 John, that it's and again, John even starts it. This is the gospel that I'm going to testify what I have seen, what I've heard, what I know to be true. And he's just asking us to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time? Yeah, we're in the Rockies. It's like this whole thing, if you have something, share it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
You ready for some?
play a little Trivial Pursuit.
You ready for it?
Yeah. This one I think you couldn't be any dumber. You pull a card and totally redeem yourself. All right. Trivial Pursuit 1981 edition. Cards are outdated, uber trivial. Swimming with the fishes. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to make a guess at all 6. And if you get all 6 right, you get a congratulatory fun dip in the mail. So play along, make a guess. Let us know. If you get all 6 right, we will send you a fun dip in the mail.
Check out my Fun Dip sleeve tattoo, man.
All right, bro.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Why'd you get that? I love Fun Dip. All right, Blue.
Blue, geography.
What's the official residence of the President of France? What's the official residence of the President of France?
Official residence of the President of France.
Like, do they have like their like White House thing? I didn't know this.
I don't know. I've never been to France. Palace of Marseilles? I don't know.
They're looking for the LEC Palace.
LEC
Am
Palace.
I saying that right? ELYSEE. LEC Palace?
Oh, I don't know how you say it.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a palace.
It's a
though.
palace.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Over 1.
Here we go. Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
Who won the Best Actor Oscar for Lilies of the Field? Who won the Best Actor Oscar for Lilies of the Field?
Actors. I'm assuming it's not Katharine Hepburn then. I have no idea. Know nothing about the movie. I'm going to say Gary Cooper.
Looking for Sidney Poitier.
Oh.
Sidney
okay.
Poitier.
All right. Some people probably knew that.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yellow.
Yo, history.
What did the only repealed amendment to the U.S. Constitution deal with? What did the only repealed amendment to the U.S. Constitution deal with?
Hold on, I just got to deal with something first.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Constitution, people. We can't change it. It's the Constitution. Always makes me laugh when people are like, "It's the Constitution. You can't change it."
You can change it.
I'm like, yeah, we got some.
You can amend it a little, okay? You can amend it a little
But
bit.
once it's amended.
But once it's amended, well, you can repeal that amendment. Okay.
Prohibition.
Prohibition is correct.
You'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Yeah.
Well, now you can.
Now you can, and not be killed for it. All right.
It's Constitution. You can't change it.
Can't change it
Makes me laugh.
unless it's about drinking, and we probably need to change that one.
A couple times.
All right. Yes, I know it. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
Who's Woodstock's Beagle Buddy? Who's Woodstock's Beagle Buddy?
Snoopy.
That's right.
Snoop Doggy.
No.
Bow wow wow. Yippee, I
Green?
love Snoop.
I love Snoopy.
Snoop Dogg.
Busy. Snoopy's always busy, isn't
Nah, Snoopy's
He
just
is-
cool.
he's got-
Joe cool.
he? Like, man alive, you got a lot going on, Snoopy.
What about his like cousin that-
Oh, yeah.
with the
like always traveling? Looks just like him.
Love
Yeah.
that guy.
He was the flying the plane and yeah.
I think one of my favorite Peanuts thing is I believe it's in the Easter Beagle,
Okay.
where he like goes inside the Fabergé egg and he's
Okay,
dancing.
no.
I love that.
Oh no, I'm in though.
Okay.
You had me at Fabergé. I love that.
Yeah, you like a crafty egg.
I love it.
Love
Good
the egg
crafty,
crafts.
expensive egg. Okay, green.
All right, science and nature.
What's the only mammal with 4 knees? The only mammal with 4 knees.
Mammal.
Mammal.
4 knees.
4 knees.
Mammal. 4 knees?
Mammal 4 knees.
Man, it feels like any like 4-legged
Right.
would have 4 knees. I think it's if you take an elephant and a rhino and combine them. You know what that's called?
What's that called?
An elephino.
You got it correct. It's elephant.
Elephant.
You got it correct. He got it. Absolutely. I'm giving that one to you. Elephino. I like that joke. All right.
That's terrible.
Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
Okay. What sports played on the largest field?
What sport
What sport?
is played on the largest
The largest field.
Largest field.
Wow.
I know this one.
Wow.
I think I do. Although you never know, because I mean, like sometimes you do this and it's like diving or earth ball
Oh,
or
I
something
know, they
weird like
don't-
that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think this is an actual like real sport, and I think the answer is polo.
Polo is correct.
Boom shakalaka. I still don't know how those.
Because of the horses?
I don't know how the horses swim, but I mean, it seems like that would be tough.
How do they teach? You know what I heard? You know what I heard, Bo?
What'd you heard?
Last night, I heard a moose can dive up to 20 feet.
Why?
Like,
But why?
Well, they, for the kelp down at the seabed or whatever, they go and they eat the kelp. That's what I heard. And then I looked up on the internet confirmed it. That moose dive.
Okay. That's an interesting moose fact.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm having a hard time even processing it because I still don't. What's the plural of moose?
Yeah, absolutely.
it-
Moosies? Meese?
Mooselix?
Moose? Moose, if I know.
It's a moostery.
It's a moostery. That was amazing.
Yes, this bit has gotten miserable.
It's miserable. You are racking up the jokes today, man. You are racking them up.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, Bo,
Listen here, Mooster.
Mooster, we're
I got a crisp high five.
you have one?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you want to go to? Yeah, you want to?
No, I want to do the crisp high
okay,
five.
all right.
All right, I'm
You really have one. Okay.
feeling saucy here today. This is the segment of the show. We don't do it too often because,
No.
I mean, let's face it, too much of you.
It's not. It's not good. It's not good.
It's too much.
I mean, it's
Yeah, you end up with. All right.
okay.
But
Yeah.
there just comes a time where I gotta know. I gotta know. I need a crisp high five.
Okay.
Drew Crisp.
Yeah.
You're gonna give us your top 5.
Yeah.
Not in any order. Don't you worry about that. You don't have to
Okay.
rank it. Just top 5.
Okay.
Top 5 tattoos that you would get if you had to get a tattoo, and a little explanation as to
Okay.
why.
Okay. Well, I told you about Hug Life. Does that count, or you want to?
No, that I
yeah.
think is a good place to start.
I'll
'cause
start there.
That's
I'll start there.
But we need to
Yep.
give us a little reason.
So, big fan of Tupac Shakur. As a kid, enjoyed his tunes, and he had a tattoo that said Thug Life,
Yep.
and I was like, well, that's not really me, but what is me is Hug Life. I like hugs. I like showing kindness and love. So I was thinking about getting it in the exact same font and script, and the same place. So that was.
And your mom's last name's Huggins.
And my mom's last name is Huggins.
Huggins.
Could have been Hug Life. I'm not totally out of the woods. I might get that one, but I thought it'd be funny. Okay, I had a rap name in high school. I was going to be called the Notorious MSG.
Are all these going to be rap related?
They're all going to be rap related.
This would be great. The Notorious MSG. Okay.
And I was going to get like a picture of a can, like a soup can,
Yeah.
with that on it, and I was going to get on my arm.
Like an Andy Warhol.
Andy
pop art.
Warhol, yeah, pop art, Notorious MSG.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that one.
And just like when everyone was like, "Hey, high blood pressure," I'm like, "Yeah, no doubt." Okay, so that's 2. Let's go with the third one. Always been a big fan of Gallagher. So I would get an exploding watermelon. Like I honestly want to get it on my back.
Big back tat.
Big back tat
Big
of just
back
a
tat.
watermelon, like right as the mallet, and it's just, you know. And if I could get the whole scene, I'd get like the people in the ponchos in the front seat, like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, he's the first one I saw who had like this large couch on it, and inside the couch was a trampoline. He'd do his whole show like just jumping on this couch, and he's like, what did you find here? And he pulled out a big old potato chip, and I was like, as a kid, like, this is comedy gold. All right.
It's good to know who your influences are.
Yes. Yeah, the Eagles and Gallagher were really my top influences as a kid.
Okay.
All right. My next tattoo.
I think you should get 2 of them so you can just be saying to people, you want to see my back melons?
You want to see my back melons? I like that the lower back tat would be Gallagher, like this bald man with a mallet. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. How many is that? 4? 3?
I think it's 3.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay. Okay. On my ears, inside of my ears, I want tiny ears. I want little ears like tattooed inside my regular big ears. And then if there's room, little tinier meta ears inside those ears. So that when you look into my ears, I'm looking into that'd be fun.
That's great.
That's a great one.
That's gold, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell me why.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I mean, that might be the eeriest tattoo I've ever heard of.
Yeah. So you've seen the heart with the mom and the arrow.
Yeah.
I want wow. I want wow, and then through that.
Maybe just do the whole thing upside down. Upside down heart.
The upside down heart, all of that.
All of it.
It's like what?
So when you look at it, it says mom.
Okay, one last one. Bo. My word, I feel like this is permanent. This is why it's always so hard. It's permanent. This is on your body forever. Okay. Neck tattoo. Got to be a neck tattoo. A ring around it, around my neck, okay? But it's not barbed wire, okay? It's like craft, it's some kind of crafty thing around my neck.
No.
Okay.
You want a candy necklace.
I want a candy necklace tattooed. Yes, exactly what I want. I want a candy
All the
necklace,
colors.
like a choker, like a candy necklace choker tattoo. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And I want it colored in. I want it colored with that pastel pinks and greens and whatever. Yes, that's exactly what I want. That's amazing. Is that your dad? No, that's not my dad. I don't know him. No, that's not my dad. Does he have a choker candy necklace tattoo? Ugh, okay.
That'd be a great prison tat.
Just wait till you see his
What's your
back
prison
melons.
name?
What's your prison name?
Candy neck.
Candy neck. Back melons candy neck. Oh boy. The warden's like, good luck. Good luck with you, all right. Why did I steal? Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Oh no. Oh boy. Man.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, what's up, Hug Life? As you walk in. Oh, wow, right.
Notorious MSG.
Notorious MSG.
You don't want none of this.
Oh, I'm about to open a can.
It's going to give you a headache.
That would be such a
Make you
trouble.
thirsty.
This is why I obey rules right here. Yeah, all right. Good. But we have to redeem this.
No.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a crispy high
Very
five.
crisp high five. Okay, this is why I don't have any tattoos. Yep. We need to do a sermon remake.
Oh, we do. Okay.
We've got to get it in because these words right here I think are very important, and I want to remind us.
Okay.
To hear them.
All right, let's do it.
Sermon remake.
And so in verse 4 of Isaiah 40, it says, every valley shall be raised up, and every mountain made low. The rough ground shall become level, the rugged places a plain. And so as we think about this, all right, here's this voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare way for the Lord, make straight paths, a straight way for him. And every valley shall be raised up, and every mountain made low, and the rough ground shall be made level, and the rugged places a plain. This is imagery saying the king is coming. The king is coming to town, so get the road ready. Prepare the road. Go out and make a way for the king to come. And what that also signifies is, hey, everybody who sees this work going on, the king is coming. He's coming. And so as we do things like pray for one, at MCC, that's what we ask you to do. Pray for one every day. God, please give me one person to share your love with. Well, part of his love is his comfort. God, please give me one person to share your comfort with. What we're really saying is, okay, God, use me to prepare a way, to prepare the way for you to come into the heart of my friend or my family member or my neighbor. God, use me.
Absolutely. We are reminded that our King is a King who comforts us, and that we can, as we've been comforted, we can prepare the way for others. And so that's honestly why we pray for one.
Absolutely.
God, give me one person to show your love with. And so we continue to encourage you to do that as MCC and for ourselves. So.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
He's my comfort.
That's right.
And if I'm comforted, I'll share that comfort.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
This
beautiful.
week, my shepherd.
Right. Shepherd. Yep. So please join us, mcconline.com, for services this Sunday.
Absolutely. And we'll catch you on Monday.
Okay.
This is the day.